Quality control is the most important part of the construction process because you want to meet your client's expectations. And so part of this is building checklists of everything that goes in there. Now there's templates and that will get you most of the way there, but every job's different, especially in custom. So you want to make sure those details that are different are added to the checklist and then break them out into the trades that those apply to, so they can have them also and everyone's on the same page, right? Another part of this is having a pre-construction meeting with your clients and with your subs. But the reason this is important because unspoken expectations are premeditated resentments. And if someone resents you because they never communicated something to you, so you didn't know there's specific things that need to be done, it's going to be hard to provide a quality project. Even though it's a good product, it could be the Lamborghini of houses. If there's certain details that they wanted or that were missed or just things weren't communicated, they're going to resent you for those, and those are going to stay in their mind a lot stronger, right? So you want to get those out of the way with pre-construction meetings. Add those details from the pre-construction meeting into those checklists. The quality that the customer wants, kind of how they're feeling, and if they have design teams and architectures, making sure you fully understand what needs to happen and getting those communicated to the trades, right? Now, another way to do this is detailing out plans, marking and highlighting wall details. That way, when people look at the plans and are going through the work, they know where things go on the plans, right? Another idea, I saw this, I haven't done it before, right? But I have a few ideas to make it better. But it's like, if someone has a Pinterest photo of what the wall detail is supposed to look like, maybe have those photos attached to the checklist for the trade so they understand what it's going to look like at the end. The more details they have and can work off, the better the quality is going to be and the better you can meet the expectations, right? There's templates for the checklist and you want to keep updating them as you go and making them better. So every time you go, one thing that you might have missed on another job, you can catch it on the next one. Now, with the pre-construction meetings with the subs, it's just taking all of those checklists and reviewing them with them so you know what's going to happen and reviewing it with their foremen so they know what needs to be done on the job and what success looks like so they can reach towards it. And as part of this is ideally, you want to make it a priority to walk each job site daily. Now, it doesn't have to be an in-depth walkthrough every single day, but you want to go through and check on what's happening, check on the schedule, check certain items off, and check the quality as you're going to make sure they're fixed before it happens. And then scheduling bigger walkthroughs where you're going more in depth at least once a week to catch anything you might have missed on those daily light walkthroughs where you're checking it and it's just super quick, right? But then having more time every week to make sure certain things are done, and if there is anything that needs to be corrected, it's done by the time the trade leaves that building, right? So those are a few things I've looked at, and then part of the inspection process is try scheduling those inspections into your schedule so you know when you have to be doing those in-depth analysis and knowing what you have to be looking for, right? So if it's framing checklist, you schedule that in on a certain date, you're going to go through and you're going to measure all the windows, the doors, you're going to check backing, you're going to check the straightness of the walls, the floor levelness, right? And get all those things in case the framers miss something that you get corrected before they leave. Because once they leave, it gets harder for them to come back, and it sometimes potentially can hold up other trades, right? Those are a few of the things I've learned on quality control. And so if you're looking to work with me as a construction manager for you, you can reach out to me via email.